What's the most painful thing you've been told? My mom said, I love your sister more than I love you. My mom says the same thing, just with financial support while I get excuses. You'll never be enough. The worst thing is that I'm the one telling myself those words. You are a human being, not a human doing. You are enough just as you are. Thank you so much for these words. Back in my early 20s, I worked with this amazing, beautiful woman. I had a serious crush on her, and everyone knew it. The regular customers, other employees, the vendors who came in once a week, everyone. It was super obvious. I never asked her out though, as she was married. We hung out, talked a lot, goofed off together after work, but it was always as friends. Eventually, she quit working there. We still hung out, but not as much. About 6 months later, she shows up at my door, dressed to the 9S, tells me she has left her husband and asked if I wanted to go out with her that night. I quickly agreed and grabbed a quick shower. We headed out to a good bar the next town over, got there about 7 p.m. We spent the next few hours shooting pool, dancing, talking, just enjoying ourselves. Around 1 a.m. or so, she went to the restroom. One of the bar employees was walking around selling various things, including a teddy bear with a heart on its tummy and holding a real rose. I bought it. When my friend came back to the table, I gave her the bear. She looked at the bear, at me, at the bear, then looked me dead in the eyes and said the words I'll never forget. You know this wasn't a date, right? I just wanted you along as a designated driver. My heart didn't just freaking break, it shattered. I tried not to let it show on my face though. I said, sure, I just bought the bear to help cheer her up over the breakup. We spent a couple more hours at the bar. I dropped her off at home and went back to my place. Never saw or heard from her again after that night. It's a shame too. I miss my friend. Had my mom blast me in my face that she no longer considers me her son multiple times, many times during my childhood. So I finally cut contact and gave her what she wanted. Good that you got out there. You deserve better. Thank you, kind stranger. Took me way too long and my awesome wife to realize that as well. That me being raped was my own fault. I was told this by my mother. I was 15 and the guy was my sister's 25-year-old boyfriend. I just wanted someone to play Pokemon with. That's effing horrible. I hope you reported him and distanced yourself from your mother. My mom has always financially struggled. She had a car that was beyond repair, so we gave her my wife's Toyota and bought my wife a new car. We weren't in a rush to replace my wife's car, but it was old and our family was growing and my mom needed a car. My mom drove that Toyota for 15 years until my grandma left her a newer car after she could no longer drive. After that, she just let the Toyota sit and rot. I later found out from other family members that she hated the Toyota and will tell people what a pile it was. This left my wife and I feeling like crap. We could have used it for a trade-in, but felt bad for my mom. No good deed goes unpunished. That's awful. Please know you did a kind and generous act. Your mom was just too blind to see it, and I'm betting that most of the people she complained to didn't agree with her. I don't want to marry you after like 8 years together. I want to get married, just not to you. You're like a brother to me. Damn. My family probably doesn't remember this. I ran a YouTube channel as a 14-year-old back in 2015. I applied for the YouTube Partner Program and got in, which was a bigger deal back then. I remember making $0.0045, a few tenths of a penny. I ran to my family and exclaimed, I made money from YouTube, isn't that cool? I did it. My entire family looked at how much, laughed at me, and my dad said sarcastically, wow, tell me when it's enough to pay the mortgage because then it will matter. 10 years and 300K subs later. I've hit multiple million view videos and make more than any of my family did at my age. Now it's normal to be a YouTuber, but it was hard to push through when I feel like no one had my back on this dream of mine. I don't have an exact sentence or word, but my mom describing how disappointed she was that I wasn't a son has been with me for years. She specifically got pregnant to have a boy, and the nurses misinterpreted the ultrasound, so she was fully convinced I was male up until I was born. Similar thing happened with my sister. The worst part is that she always brings up how much better my little brother is simply for being a boy. Thanks for watching. Write your story in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you tomorrow.